Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So good to have you here. So before I begin, I'm sure you guys can tell I have a black eye right now. I did it to myself this time. Like, I don't know how I managed to live 29 years and never have a black eye, but yet I got 2 of them this year. Like, what? You guys already know that the first one I ever got was from a drunk customer at the bar, got a bottle to the face, ended up having to go to the hospital. It was an ordeal, but this one was a little bit less dramatic and I did it to myself. I was putting away some groceries and I bent down to reach something in the bottom cabinet and just didn't see my cabinet door like right there, and I came down hard. Like, my face hit the top of the cabinet. It was just so painful. Like, I immediately started swelling up. I knew I was gonna have a bruise there, but I attempted to cover it up a little bit with some makeup. Well, actually a lot with some makeup, and I think I did a pretty good job. I don't think you can see it too much, but I did take some footage this morning before I put any makeup on my face, just so you guys could see how bad it actually is. Like, I legit have a bruise right here. So excuse how disgusting I look right now. I just got back from a run, but before I put any makeup on my face in order to try to cover this up, I wanted to show you guys how bad it looks. Like, it's all bruised right here. It's even bruised on this side and it hurts. I'm gonna try to put some makeup on it and do this video and hopefully not have this shiner showing through. Anyway, so on a better note, another thing that happened to me is this is the first time I'm talking to you guys as a 30-year-old. I turned 30. So my birthday was on November 10th, which is exactly a week ago from today because I'm filming this on the 17th. And I went to Tahoe with my friends. If you guys follow my channel, you might have already seen my Tahoe vlog where I went with all my friends. We rented out this big cabin out in Tahoe and we just hung out and had a great time, went on some hikes. And one of the things that I was responsible for while we were there was to cook one of our dinners. And so I decided to try out this truffled mushroom risotto, and holy crap, guys. Like, this is going to be my new go-to recipe for pleasing everyone in a group of friends because no one else was vegan, but everybody loved it. It is so good. It is rich, it's creamy, it's savory. It is so, so decadent. And so I still have my friends texting me, asking me for the recipe, and I thought that, you know what, instead of telling them the recipe, I might as well just make a video and share it with you guys as well. With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and hop into the kitchen and share with you how I made it. Okay guys, so as with most recipes, to make this risotto, you're gonna wanna start out by grabbing a few ingredients. You're going to need some arborio rice, some veggie broth, some vegan butter, I use Earth Balance, some mushrooms, I'm using both white and cremini, nutritional yeast to add a cheesy flavor to the risotto, a little dry white wine, which by the way doesn't have to be expensive. I just got this one for like $9 and then we drank the rest later, which was pretty awesome, and some truffle infused oil. Just as a warning, this stuff is super potent, so be very soft-handed with it. Next, you'll want 1 big shallot, some garlic cloves, and some fresh chive onions. Also, you'll want to use a little bit of black pepper. Okay, so to begin, you're going to want to heat up your veggie stock on the stove. It doesn't need a boil, it just needs to be warmed up. Go ahead and let that do its thing and then begin slicing your mushrooms if they do not come pre-sliced. Mine did not. Okay, so once your mushrooms are all sliced up, drop about a tablespoon or so of vegan butter into a large pan and melt it on medium-high heat. And once it's all melted, drop in your pound of mushrooms into saute. I sprinkled a little salt over the top as well to get the flavors really going. Once your mushrooms are cooked all the way through, pour them out into a pan or some kind of dish and set them and their juices aside. Go ahead and grab your garlic and pull out about 4 cloves to be minced. It's really a matter of preference, but I like a lot of garlic, so I used about 4 cloves. Once your garlic is all minced up, go ahead and take your shallot and mince that as well. Just use the same pan and drop in a pat of butter, then don't actually throw, your garlic and shallot in and saute it a bit until it gets a little bit more translucent. Alright, so next take a 1.5 cups of the arborio rice and put it in the pan to be toasted up a bit on medium-high heat. This will actually give the risotto a really nice toasted nutty flavor, so don't skip this step, it's important. Once your rice is a bit golden, add into the pan your 1/2 cup of dry white wine. And here I'm just using Sauv Blanc, and you want to go ahead and stir that until it's completely absorbed into the rice. Okay, so now comes the very, very important but also very tedious part. Do you remember your heated veggie stock? Well, you're going to want to go ahead and add that very slowly into your rice, 1/2 cup at a time. You want to constantly stir the rice and wait until all the broth is absorbed before adding more. I'm not sure why, but believe me, my impatient ass has tried to like add all the liquid at once into the pan and it did not work. So just trust me, be patient, add a little broth in at a time, and believe me, homie, it'll be so worth it. Once your risotto has absorbed all of the liquid, add in your nutritional yeast and give that a stir. This will lend a cheesy flavor to your risotto as well as some B vitamins, which we all know how important those are for us vegans. Next, give a very, very light drizzle of your truffle oil right over the top of the risotto. Like, I'm talking a single teaspoon at a time. It's super flavorful, but a little goes a long way. So just, be careful with it. It's also really spendy stuff, so you don't want to eat through it too quickly. But once you give it a little drizzle, stir it up, taste it, see how it is, and then sprinkle the whole thing with some black pepper. And then go ahead and grab your reserved mushrooms and liquid and pour that right into the cooked risotto. Give that a stir, and to finish this bad boy off, just chop up some fresh chives and sprinkle them right in there. Okay, so after that, this completes the recipe. It really is so simple, but trust me guys, if you're trying to impress people with a vegan dinner dish, this is the one to do it. It's rich, it's savory, it's creamy, and it's absolutely decadent. I made this for my friends recently in Tahoe, and then again for a dinner party, and I'm still getting asked for the recipe. I cannot wait to hear how you guys like it, so make sure you try out this recipe and leave a comment down below when you do. I also love to get pictures and snaps of your guys' recreations, so make sure to tag me, and as always guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.